It's 10:20, so if means it's 4:20 summer. So if you got one, spark up. All right, I got 2 videos left. So we got this one right now, and another one tomorrow night for the class clown. Um, Technically, there's 3, but I've already seen the 7 dirty words, so it wouldn't really be a reaction. Tonight we got heaven, hell, purgatory, and limbo. So let's see how he do.
There were other things that bothered me. Perhaps it's retrospect, I'm seeing them better now. But I think I was troubled too at the time by the fact that my church would keep changing rules. I mean, they change a rule anytime they wanted. This law is eternal, except for this weekend. Special dispensation. Magic words. Yeah, like eating meat on Friday was definitely a sin. Except for the people in Philadelphia. They were #1 in the scrap iron drive. Yeah. They would give it away as a prize, If your parish gave the most money to the Bishop's Relief Fund, hamburgers on Friday. Yeah. Well, and of course I've been gone a long time now. It's not even a sin anymore to eat meat on Friday. But I'll bet you there are still some guys in hell doing time on a meat wrap, right?
So that's one of my problems with religion. It's supposedly the word and the teachings of God. But somehow it always evolves to benefit capital. Like he's talking about with Catholics and meat on Fridays. In the Mormon church, soda and caffeine was bad. Till they bought Pepsi, then Pepsi was okay. Religions always find a way to, or let me rephrase. People within religions always find a way to distort original messages to benefit them. Let's keep going.
Oh, it's retroactive! I had a bologna sandwich. This guy had a beef jerky, right? Here. Tell him what you had.
How'd you like to do eternity for a beef jerky? Yeah, because hell wasn't no 5 to 10, Hell was later. Heaven, hell, purgatory, and limbo. Those were the 4 big places to go. Yeah. Heaven was the only one they showed you pictures of. Drawings, I assume they were drawings, right? Artist's conception of heaven. You'd find that sometimes you'd find that in Treasure Chest, the comic book with Chuck White, the Catholic comic book. Yeah, Chuck White fan. Yeah, occasionally you'd see a picture of heaven. Heaven was always a lot of yellow and white light, a lot of vertical lines, a lot of clouds. Might have been clouds, might have been apartment buildings, you weren't really sure, And a lot of tall angels. Did you ever notice that? Except for the cherubs, all the angels, real tall dudes, yeah. And all blonde. They had far too many blondes in heaven as far as I was concerned. Hell, they never showed you any pictures of hell. Hell was real easy to understand. Hell was fire, and anyone can dig fire, right? Yeah. Hey, hell is like burning 100 Christmas trees and jumping right in the middle, Purgatory was weird. Purgatory was temporary hell. It was like it was as bad as hell, but you knew you were going home, man. Often wondered if they had like short time clubs in Purgatory, Little buttons. I'm short, 2 eons, man. Yeah. I could do an eon standing on my head, man. Purgatory. The weirdest of all was Limbo. Limbo was where they sent unbaptized babies. The reasoning was it wasn't their fault. Yep. Can't see God if you're not baptized, but you were too young to make the decision. Whip them into limbo!
The absurdity that because a child wasn't baptized, he wouldn't be able to get into heaven. But we're all God's children, right? He loves us all, created us all. and we can always supposedly repent, and we will always be forgiven. So how is that child not forgiven at the gates of heaven? That's why personally I don't subscribe to religions. I'm not saying I don't believe that there may be a higher power, but it's not the way religions portray it. I have a hard time also believing that God made man in his own image. Nah. I think man made God in his own image. Because if you think of just all the species on this one planet, not to mention all the species in the universe that we don't even know about, what makes us so special? I mean, we are one of the most destructive species on the planet. Let's be honest with that. And we can't even take care of ourselves or the fucking beautiful place we've been given to live on. Yeah, we're the special ones. Sorry, I need to stop. I have a tendency to rant when I talk about religion. My bad.
What could Limbo have been, man? Welcome to Limbo. I think they've since canceled Limbo. I'm not completely sure, but I think when they purged a few of the saints, they called off Limbo, too. Once a week, Father Russell would come in for heavy mystery time. There were other things that bothered me. Perhaps it's retrospect, you know.
This guy had a beef jerky, right? Here.
Purgatory and Limbo. Yeah, Chuck White fan. Yeah, occasionally you'd see a picture of it. Showed you any pictures of hell. Hell was real easy to understand. They had like short time clubs in Purgatory, you know? Little buttons. I'm short. Fault. Yep. Can't see God if you're not baptized, but you were too young to make the decision. Whip them into Limbo. I think they've since canceled Limbo. I'm not completely sure, but I think when they purged a few of the saints, they called off Limbo, too. Yeah. Hope they promoted everyone, sent them to heaven, you know. They didn't just cut them loose in space, right? You know. Once a week.
So I originally intended to pause it. Didn't realize it was almost over. And then apparently it was over. But nah, he was talking about Limbo. And it made me think of the South Park episode. The name of the episode is skipping. It's right there, but it's the one where dead celebrities. Because Ike is able to see dead celebrities, and then it ends up getting possessed by the ghost of Michael Jackson. But the way they described Limbo says like you're at the airport or you're in an airplane and you're at the gate but you can't take off, can't get off the plane, something like that. So when he started talking about Limbo, that episode just popped in my head. Very good episode if you have not seen it. Yeah, they didn't pull punches on that one. They did. Oh, spoiler alert, they did Chipotle dirty on that one. But yeah, so that was my reaction to George Carlin, Heaven, Hell, Purgatory, and Limbo. Tomorrow night I'll be doing this one, the last one, Heavy Mysteries. If you like my reaction, go ahead, hit like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you didn't like it, go ahead, hit dislike. Tell me in the comments why you ain't like it. Link to the original video will be in the description. as well links to my political merch, which the early ones, and my 420 merch. Um, Other than that, thanks for watching. Have a nice night. Stay blazing.